Other news today, the Kentucky Derby returned to Churchill Downs over the weekend, and the traditional bourbon drinks were flowing. But how do you know that the bourbon and whiskey you're drinking is the real deal? As Les Trent reports, there are a lot of counterfeits out there.
Americans love their whiskey, especially fine bourbon like the one sold here at the Copper Still, one of Manhattan's most popular whiskey bars.
Cheers.
But what if your favorite barrel-aged bourbon is a fake?
Here's an example of a perfect fake. You don't want to drink this stuff.
Whiskey aficionado Adam Herz is a Hollywood writer-producer, best known for creating the American Pie franchise.
Come on and give your old man a hug.
But when Herz isn't writing scripts, he's hunting down fakes by scouring online sites where he says empty bottles like these are often resold and bought by counterfeiters.
$380 for a single bottle. Why? Because that bottle can be refilled and sold for way over $2,000.
He estimates there's thousands of bogus bottles out there.
You don't need to be a master con to pull this stuff off. I've seen suburban dads counterfeiting just for an extra buck.
Experts say counterfeiters have taken empty bottles of high-end bourbon like these, filled them up with cheaper whiskey, and then resold them for huge profits. Herz says he's spoken to dozens of people who had no idea they'd bought fakes.
Some stores are very, very smart about watching out for fakes. Some don't know how to do it, and others turn a blind eye.
So we went shopping. We came here to Acker, America's oldest wine shop.
I need to pick up a really nice bourbon.
This salesman showed us a rare bottle of Colonel E.H. Taylor, 4-grain.
This is pretty top of the line, right?
Yes, and they just get harder and harder to find.
The price, nearly $1,000. E.H. Taylor is produced here at the famous Buffalo Trace Distillery in Frankfort, Kentucky, where 95% of the world's bourbon is made. Buffalo Trace's technical director, John Medley, says all their bottles come with a specific lot code like this, as well as a special packaging tube like this. But the one we were sold was missing both. No lot code, no tube.
Does it come with a tube or anything?
That one I don't have a tube for.
Still, he assured us of its authenticity.
And it's the real deal, right?
Absolutely.
So we bought the bottle and then sent it to the Buffalo Trace Distillery, where a battery of tests was conducted.
Right out of the gate, there were enough red flags that it piqued our interest. It seemed like something wasn't quite right.
He says this, what's called the bottle's strip stamp, was on backwards. And he says a chemical analysis found the proof didn't match their product.
Based on all of the testing that we completed, including the evaluation of the bottle itself, I do not believe this bottle is authentic.
We took our bottle back to Acker and tried to speak to a manager.
My name's Les Trent from Inside Edition.
Okay.
We bought this bottle here. I was ask you something about this bottle. This is we bought.
He didn't stick around.
Sir, can I ask you a question?
We are very sure that it is counterfeit. We are sure that the liquid in the bottle is not ours.
Mark Brown, the president and CEO of Sazerac, who owns Buffalo Trace, the makers of E.H. Taylor, says they're more vigilant than ever about looking out for fakes.
It needs to stop. And we are going to do everything in our power to make sure that it gets stopped.
Whiskey expert Adam Herz says it's still ultimately buyer beware.
I've seen fakes poured at high-end restaurants by famous chefs. They're everywhere. Doesn't mean you're going to get one, but you need to be careful because as soon as you think you're not going to get a fake, you're going to get one.